Hello golfers, welcome back to JD Golf TV. Have you ever wondered how to make better contact? Of course you have. Well, here's how. Got a great question from one of our viewers who asked about what I call, well, I don't call it, but it's called external focus of attention. That means not body part related. Okay, so what do I do with the golf club? That's an external focus. Okay, what do I do with my right arm? That's an internal focus. So internal, body part, external, not body part. Fair? Well, we're going to figure out some ideas that you might explore to help you make solid contact using external focus. So let's get after it. Right away, you already know that our situation is I need to get my airplane to land in a more appropriate spot. That goes back to the very, very first days of golf. What is that little golf hole's job? That's to catch my golf ball. What is a golf ball's job? To go to the hole. The club's job is to send it there. Your job, our golf job as golfers, is to swing the club. I'm going to use a little different term. Deliver the club through the golf ball so that the golf club can tell the ball where to go. You do not hit the golf ball. As long as you're being outwitted by a 1.62 ounce piece of plastic, you got real problems in golf. No. Folks, realize if you get this club to land in the proper direction and touch down on the runway in the proper spot, guess what you're going to get for free? And this, dear golfers, is what's killing everybody in this poor sport. They are focusing on hitting the golf ball, and nobody's left to deliver the golf club. Please, I hope you heard what I just said. It's a big deal, and one of the very, very first things I talk about with any new student. So, we understand that in golf, the club needs to hit the golf ball and then the turf. This is when the ball's on the ground. I would say if you're having problems with your driver solid contact, different issue than what we're going to talk about. So this is for any golf ball on the ground. So our first thing is, okay, all right, focusing my attention. Okay, can you please concentrate for 2 whole seconds? I know you can, but we got to get you focusing on the right thing. Okay, so Dunigan, I need you to land over here. Now, you're going to see when I'm not focusing on how to do this at all. So, folks, we're going to talk about not how to do, but what to do. Land the club over there. Okay, farther, behind. Ooh, farther forward. Ooh, behind. Boy, my body moves differently, doesn't it? Further forward. My body's moving radically different with the simple instruction to land the airplane over here. Now, you're not going to believe that, but that's actually true. That's a bigger deal than you think. Now I set up to the golf ball, and you might be thinking, Dunigan, if I fat one more golf ball, I may give up this game. Okay, a fat shot means nothing other than you landed your plane over here. In fact, I would give you big props because guess what? At least you got that sucker to land on the ground. Most people, top shots. We'll get back to that in a little bit. But a fat shot means you hit the ground. Thank goodness. If it's on the ground, you need to at least bruise the turf, if not take a divot. There, I said it. You can bruise the turf. You don't have to actually take a divot to play well, but you got to bruise the turf. So we go back again. All right, land it. Okay, now, all I'm going to do is try to land here. I'm going to ignore the ball, focus on landing. Ooh, I did it. Now, don't you dare ask me how I did it, because I have no damn idea. But my intent was clear. I was trying to land here. Now, I could possibly say, okay, listen, Dunigan, you got to get the ball. You know what? On this one here, I'm going to try to take my club and hit the ball into the ground. What? Let's see. So here, I'm hitting. Look at the body posture change. folks, I hope you understand this. I'm not lying to you. I'm not doing this with the body. My body knows how to move. If you don't know how to move, please visit the ground forces discussions. There's 3 of them in my videos. That'll teach you how to move. That said, all I'm doing is using my brain to organize itself around the commandment, which is I'm going to hit the ball into the ground. Okay? All right. Clear intent for I am capable, ask my wife, of focusing for 2 whole seconds. After that, it's up for grabs, folks. But for 2 seconds, I can pay attention. Now, what I might do if I'm really trying to learn and get better, which I hope, for goodness sakes, I hope that at this point you have figured out that my channel is not about quick fixes and stupid tips. It's about getting you to actually learn so that you can work toward mastery at any age. Okay. We're going to land our airplane a little bit backward. Now, this goes with practice variability. I'm going to actually use Goldilocks, too hot, too cold, just right, to help me master this idea of what I would call low point control, which I'd like to call landing your aeroplane in the right place. All right, so this time I'm going to go a little bit back. I'm going to try to hit just barely behind it. I hate that feel. That sucked. But I did my job. I hit a little bit of ground first, and I could feel that I hit the golf ball way up high on the club face. Bummer. But I was trying to. So not bummer. What? What is he saying? Think about it. Right? I did it. Okay. I'm going to try to move this one wicked far forward. Now that is northeast for move the divot too far forward. Way up. Come on, Dunigan. Way. You see how the body moves differently? And again, I'm swinging right past that stupid ball to the low point of my swing. Okay, so the intention is to go, I'm thinking crazy. Here we go. There. Oh, man. I just moved it way up forward. Oh, boy, I hit 6 degrees down in that. Now, just so that you know, my club head speed is not very zippy. You know that, right? I can't afford, that ball's too low. Okay, landing angle, 31.5 degrees. That ball's not holding on any green. I'm not trying to hit an effective golf shot. I'm just trying to work out landing the airplane. If I hit a little bit toey, wouldn't affect me. Heely, if I stone cold shanked it, it wouldn't affect me because I'm just trying to take care of one of the aspects of solid contact. Yes, indeed. Where you land your aeroplane is a big damn deal, but also centeredness of hit. But sometimes, folks, you got to just get one at a time, and then when you're getting the feel of the concept, not just the concept, not just the thought, but the actual, oh my gosh, I'm doing it, then you might add in centeredness. If you can do those 2 things, because remember our saying, if you didn't hit it, forget it. If you're not hitting it solid, I don't care where the ball goes. If you're not hitting it solid, hit it solid first. If indeed you pass the litmus test of solid contact, then go to club face. That's a whole different video for you. Then, if you got that, you might do a little club path exploration. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, wait a minute. I could do my towel drill, put the towel back here. But I'm not going to. We're going to do this totally with focus of attention, no training aids. Okay. Dunigan, I can't get it done. It's not working. Okay. In this case, I'm going to switch my attention from this end of the bat to this end. All right, Dunigan, let's see here. Okay. Can you get that entire grip to pass the ball? I'll be watching this grip sort of in my peripheral vision. Of course, I have the greatest advantage over you in the entire world. I really just don't care if I miss. I just want to see what I can do differently. And yes, I'm using video to make sure that I'm doing something differently, not just thinking something differently, but legit doing something different. All right, so the grip goes, oh, baby. All right, that grip is going past the golf ball. Okay, here we go. We're going to see, so we moved the attack angle. I don't have low point up, But attack angle, low point, as you know now, are very similar. I'm going to move that grip so far forward, it's going to be silly. Normal backswing. By the way, try not to jack up your backswing when you're doing this, okay? You don't want to create a brand new swing to work on through impact. Try to keep your backswing the same, please. All right, good backswing. Get that grip. .7. 7.7. Can you believe that? That's unreal. Let's take a look at that. On the right-hand video, you can, oh, look at that. Ball's nice and forward in the stance. That's too far forward for most people, but that's okay. You can see that body move, and there's the whole grip going past the golf ball. Okay? Now, wait a minute. Are you telling me that's different than this one? Why, it is. The other one was less in front. I'll be darned. As you may know from watching my videos, intent is 9/10 of the law. My job as golf coach, it's what I do for a living, you know that. My job is to help students clarify their intent and focus their spotlight of attention in a way that helps them. Simple. Now, folks, did you see what I just did? I just made two slightly but significantly different moves through impact simply by intent. Now, what if, but you're saying, Dunigan, I can't get that low point out in front. Okay? Well, you might tee your golf ball up and to try to dig a divot way out here. But usually what's happening when we can't get the low point out in front, he's not going to say this again. Check your grip. Because if you had, boy, I'll tell you what, if I took that kid, now you see I just hit a low draw with a divot out in front. Good God, it went nowhere in the air. 20-degree landing angle. If I did that with an open face grip, let's see, there you go. I do that same thing. Get that grip out there, Dunigan. Watch this sucker go. Super solid. 8 degrees down the golf ball. The ball just went right of the universe. That's one of the reasons we might not want to do it, like what we're doing. But that's okay, because I know you've checked your grip, because you've watched all the videos. There's got to be 100 out of the 100, 200 in there that say, check your grip, please. However, sometimes it's more a case of not necessarily landing, but you're doing something weird that's causing you to, now are we hitting it fat? Okay, so we're still on the fat shots. Okay, try to get that divot out in front. Okay, man, I can't do it, Dunigan. I'm trying. Every time I do it, I'm back here like this. Okay, guess what? Maybe you need to get a little bit more movement out of that hot body of yours, if you will. And I will say this. If I can take this shoe, go back to our ground force videos, and push off the ground, try to take this mat I'm standing on and drive it into that wall to push me toward the target. Pushing like this, like a speed skater, I call that. If I do that, that may help the whole thing. Whew. This could get out of hand now. I go back. Now I'm here. Now I can feel my shoe in the ground. I'm not really paying attention to my shoes, my feet, rather. But I can feel my shoe, and I'm digging in to push this way. Okay? Again, external focus. Okay, get the good backswing back down again. Push. Oh, baby. I opened that face in the backswing, damn it. So I hit it way right. But again, I hit 8 degrees down on that golf ball. Folks, once again, this is really important, right? That 8's too much. But this is for illustrative purposes. Now, let's just for fun, don't push off the back foot. Okay? Let's just take a normal swing and don't push off. Oh my God, I hit that far behind. Did you see it, folks? I just went from hitting it super flush to missing the whole damn golf ball just because I got caught back here. Please watch that. Please watch that, right? When you get back here, you better be driving like crazy off that back foot if you're hitting it fat. If you're hitting it thin, that might not be the right thing. But we're not on thin. We're on fat. We've got a club, got a grip, got a glove hand. You could go, which is the same thing, but I'm telling you, folks, I could give somebody the cue of turning this shirt seam behind the golf ball. I could give that person the exact same idea, different cue. Hey, get this one all the way toward the target, and one works better than the other. We're all wired different, folks. Let's just agree that everybody's going to respond to different cues differently. But our goal is to keep it external. I didn't say turn my shoulder to the target. I said take this part of my shirt to the target. I even put tape on somebody. I'll put little pieces of tape, go, hey, get that to the target. I know, but it works. I only care that what I'm doing works. And just so you know, if we pick the correct external cue, you will see an immediate, or at least within 3 swings, change for the better of your movement. That's why this is so important. When you focus on how to do it, you can get really lost, okay? But when you focus on what to do with an external cue, not a body part, you get lost in the body parts. You get it quick. That should give you some serious stuff for moving the low point forward. But what if you're hitting it thin? In a thin shot, you're not landing your airplane in the right place. Now, there are, I will tell you, a couple types of thin shots. One is when you're back here and you're actually reaching a low point behind and getting upward movement of the club into the golf ball. You might want to get you on video, okay? Check out your setup. I keep checking myself getting back like this at setup. I'm getting old. So I get up to set up to the golf ball and my body wants to go this way. That's just moving the low point backward just for fun. So I do check on my video that I am kind of straight up and down. I like this. I get straight up and straight down. And don't forget how important it is to start with the stupid stuff. Stance and ball location, right? Grip. That's the stupid stuff because the reason I call it stupid is it's so dumb. We take it for granted and it'll ruin you in golf. But I got my ball position okay. Okay, I got my straight up stance. I'm still hitting thin. Now, just like with what we do with moving the low point forward, try that first. Okay? I got to get that ground over here more. Try that first, because again, sometimes thin and fat are the same thing. Dunigan, I'm trying to get this dang thing over here, and I can't get this freaking club to hit the ground. What is wrong with you, club? Well, you know what's wrong with you? There could be something else you're doing. I just had this lesson with a brand new student. And during the swing, the student was moving backward beautifully and then going, hey, you know what? What's for lunch? Standing up in the middle of the swing. Now watch it. Watch your own favorite coach right here. We're going back and up. Hey! I must have missed that by like 16 feet. And the only thing I did was take the golfer's circle, which is, remember, the center of the circle. Please view that video. And I moved it upward, away from the ground, so my club couldn't reach the ground. In that event, what I might say, you know what, get that on video, please. Get that on video. Maybe you take this shirt seam and, hey, you know what? Maybe we go like this. Okay, get that thing a little bit more down right there. Oh, baby. And see if that doesn't help things out. Maybe, just maybe, it was the other one. What would that be? Maybe, just maybe, you did have this one down. You would see it because your notch in your throat would move upward. Or, okay, fine. Your pretty little head would move upward. Okay? Keep your hat more steady. Okay? Actually, sometimes I'll go Goldilocks. Hey, listen, I saw this come up. I saw your hat come away from the ground. Show me what it's like to go 1 inch downward on the backswing. Right? And Goldilocks that. right? Fool around with it. Now, it's possible that when you're fooling around with the height of the circle, higher, lower, oh mama, when you're fooling around with that you find out actually that you're not getting the club back here. You're kind of casting it. We'll go back to the other stuff. Okay? Look at this is on the thin now. So thin could be divots backward, coming up into the ball. But thin could be you've moved the circle up off the ground. There is another one. There is another one where you go kind of back, you're back okay, but then coming through impact, you stand up out of the way. Now, there is room to have some up, but there isn't a bunch of room to have a lot of up. So now we're down here. All right, we feel beautiful. Good address position, Dunigan. Good ball location. All right, there's that one. Hey! Hey, that was awesome. That had to be like a 90-degree launch angle. I hit the very top of that golf ball, and it bounced straight up in the air. That's art, folks. How did I do it? I just moved this one. Instead of having this side of that shirt seam come down, other one down, they replace it, I had it come up. I missed the ball completely. These are things you go, hey, now wait a second, Goldilocks again. You might even feel, okay, you know what? You remember this, I hope. All right, I got to stick across here. I got to get this end down toward the ball, downer, two up. All right, now I got to get this side down enough to strike the ball solidly. Okay, you got that. Like you could put that, you could tape it to you and go, hey, wait a second. Let me see what happens here if I go, yup, that's down. Yup, that one's down. Oh, goodness. And I could play with that a little bit. Okay, what do you get? 7 down in that golf ball. Good golly. I can play with it that way. I hate to tell you this. At no time am I trying to hit the golf ball. I know that sounds so weird. I'm trying to do something with me in an external focus of attention manner to get the club to land on the ground in the right spot. Right? When I'm doing this, I will have to eventually, and that face got pretty straight. I don't know how it did, but it did. But plan on having to do some face organization up here or on the way back. That's more closed, that's more open. Or at the top, that's wide open, dead meat. That's more square. That's really closed. I can't, because my grip is good, I can't even get it really closed. How about that? To get it super closed, you have to have a certain kind of grip. Check your grip. I think we've got that covered on external focus for controlling the bottom of the swing, right? You could use, if you needed to, you could get your belt buckle more toward the target. You might have to get your belt buckle more, not just toward the target, but turned toward the target, right? That could be something that definitely could help move that divot. So here I'm here, and I go like this. I move the divot here, the belt buckle here. That's going to move the low point forward. But also, if I move it this way, it's going to help to do the exact same thing. Some of you will be able to do that. Some of you are going to have a hell of a time trying to rotate. Okay? It's true. But you can play with it. Right? You can play with these things in a very not body part. I swear to you, it's almost like when you tell your body, okay, you've got to get your hips to go out there more toward the target, more shift. I think your brain is going, hips? What are you talking about? Where are my hips? But if you say to yourself, hey, you have a belt buckle right here. Get it going that way. Your brain goes, oh, no prob. I swear. That's horrible that I just said that, but I swear it's like that in your brain because I'm a brain surgeon. Obviously, that's why I'm teaching golf on YouTube. Okay, so as simple as you can, make the club do something. Can't do it with this? Move it to here. Can't do it with this? Maybe get the glove in front. Still can't do it. Folks, Then you got to start working on body parts. No, not body parts. External focus. Something here, shirt seams, belt tilts and stuff like that. That could help you. You better get it on video, please, to see if you're doing something different. Because I don't want you to just be standing there making the same mistake over and over again. I'm trying Dunigan and I'm not getting anywhere. That could be because you have a new swing thought, same damn move. And if that does happen, you got to slow your butt down, right? You have got to take 75% of normal speed. See if you can move differently. Okay, sometimes you have to slow it down. With the stuff through impact, I would beg you, probably real tiny swings like this, there's going to be very few of those. Now, in that case, I'm working on getting my belt buckle toward the target here. Okay, that's pretty cool. But don't do a lot of those, and the reason is it's lost in translation. The problem isn't going from here to here. It's going from here to there. I hope that makes sense. All right, I hope this answers the question about things we could do to externally focus and move our divot. Get it under control. Get after it, folks.